there's something about chainsaws which just are really manly, aren't they? There's nothing more manly than kind of walking around with a chainsaw. In fact, I think maybe something slightly more manly is walking around a DIY store with a tape measure, kind of slightly pulled out, because it just kind of lets people know, like, you're there to measure, you know what you're doing. Welcome back, farm fans. Today we are focused. Today we have a plan. We only have £18,000 to our name. So the first plan is to actually make some money. So we're going to go hard on contracts. We're going to do lots of fast forwarding. We're going to do lots of time lapses, and I'm going to smash lots of contracts. I'm also going to go and at some point buy a new trailer. We have a trailer here for general haulage. We also have a herbicide, we have a fertilizer trailer. I'm going to go and buy a herbicide trailer, because then I can store my own herbicide and be a bit more efficient with contracts. I also learned that there is no contracts on this map about wood. I understand in the main maps or the non-modded maps, there's contracts about collecting wood and cutting trees down and things, but apparently this map doesn't have them. So therefore, whilst we're waiting for contracts to finish in this session, I'm going to go and start clearing this part of my field. All these trees down here, I think, belong to me, and I think I can also clear them. And this is kind of good land around here. We might be able to get some animals on here or sell fishing permits or something, I don't know. So I intend to clear all these trees, and I shall stack all of the wood somewhere intelligent to use it later, perhaps. Because ultimately I want to do things with wood, and it would be a shame to miss out on it because the map doesn't have those contracts. So we'll do that. I've also been setting up Courseplay still. I did a video on that recently. So I shall be experimenting with Courseplay while I'm doing the contracts. We have a new contract in here, which I've not done before, which is stone picking, which looks like it has a trailer and some sort of picking up device and a tractor. So that involves lots of things, which may involve Courseplay. So I'll set that up as well. So I think, yeah, the main focus is to make as much money as possible with contracts. Whilst doing contracts, I will be cutting this field down and kind of doing lumberjack stuff. And I'll be figuring out Courseplay. So it should be quite a good session. We do look like we have... Oh, my goodness. This guy has been ploughing this field for about 400 years. He's only 71% of the way there. So he is getting there slowly. It's just taking him a very long time. This is the fella that has my trailer. So this is my entire setup. So I don't need to borrow things anymore for fertilizing. Because I have a fertilizer trailer, I have a tractor, and I have... pallet, or whatever they're called, pallet forks at the front, which is less interesting, but useful nonetheless. So I'm going to continue trying to figure out this Courseplay stuff, because I do want to get it to work. And I do really want to start saving the maps and things, because I think it'll be useful to have a record of different things on each map, so I can save this, for example, as field whatever it is, fertilizing perhaps, so I can just load it. So I'm going to start looking at that, but for now it's a bit advanced, so I'm just going to carry on doing the basics. So yeah, so we're just going to do contracts. So I might do some fast forwarding and I might do some whizzing around, but let's just get started really. The first thing I'm going to do is see if we've got any to hand in. No, I don't. So we do need to make some money. So let's figure out this stone picking. I don't have any equipment, so let's just get the equipment and then go and have a look at what it all is. So this is, I think that looks like a pretty box standard trailer. So that's presumably where the stones are going to go after I've picked them. And so therefore this must be some sort of stone picking up machine. It looks like these unfold and stones get caught up in there and get scooped up into the middle perhaps, and then kind of get stored in here and then spewed out the back. So presumably I'm going to need both of this equipment. So now with Courseplay, I do think that you can park the trailer at the field and in some way tell Courseplay to unload into this trailer. So let's try and figure that out. Why isn't the contract showing in my... Okay, well, apparently I've just completed this contract and I actually haven't done anything. Okay, well, that was all a bit odd. So, I don't really know what happened there. I was getting all G'd up to figure out that contract. I accepted it, and then it disappeared on me. Okay. We won't be doing that contract, obviously, so I didn't want to do it anyway. That was a rubbish contract. Oh, well, let's go and get this little van. And, in fact, I think I needed some water, didn't I? Do I need water now? 2,000 litres. No, I think that's enough for now. So we'll go and take our little truck over to our field, because it might be useful for moving wood around at some point. We have a little pile of wood over there, which I cut down a tree. I don't really know why I cut down that tree. It was just kind of experimental. And I apologise to Mother Nature for cutting down a tree just for learning, but needs must, eh? How odd was that stone picking contract? That was very weird, wasn't it? I mean, I'll watch the video back, but I don't think I did anything wrong. I literally accepted the contract, had a little look around the vehicles, and then I got paid for completing the contract. So, I mean, I got, I don't know, large amount of money for literally doing nothing at all. So I don't really know what happened there. I mean, I'll take it. I feel a bit dirty and a bit guilty about it, but capitalism, what can you say? You may have missed it, but I just sped up time. So when I'm doing contracts, I like to leave the timer on 6. So I believe that means that every 1 minute of real life equals 6 minutes of game time. And I've also set the contracts to create new ones every 6 minutes using that Better Contracts mod. So I've done that in the hope that I will get more contracts appearing. Obviously, because we want as much money as possible. So while we wait for contracts, I'll just kind of start chopping down trees. I should really try some harvesting, but I am a little bit nervous about doing it. And also sowing I haven't done yet. The reason I'm not keen on doing it now is because it's quite late in the day, and doing harvesting for the first time and not knowing what I'm doing and it being dark does not sound like something I want to be doing. Oh, I was supposed to shout timber, wasn't I? Timber! So I don't really know what to do with this wood. Nor do I really know how big I should be cutting it up and things. The fact I can't even see anything either is not really very helpful. I'll just run around like a madman with my chainsaw running to see if I can cut anything. So I did look in the shop in a previous session and looked at all of the wood cutting stuff. And I mean, there is some pretty serious machinery for doing forestry. I'm not sure if I need anything that extreme just yet. I'm just going to run around with my chainsaw. But what I'm getting at, I guess, is that I need to transport it, right? So at some point, I'm going to need some sort of trailer with some sort of hook. And so that hook looks pretty big. So I don't think I need to cut the wood up too small. I'm not intending to cut it up well enough for me to kind of move it myself with my own virtual hands. I'm just kind of going to try and make it a bit smaller and a bit more so I can see what I'm doing, which at the moment is not very easy. I wonder if there's a way of cutting these little bushes. I need a, what are they called in real life? A brush cutter or something, aren't they? I don't know why, but there's something about chainsaws which just are really manly, aren't they? There's nothing more manly than kind of walking around with a chainsaw. In fact, I think maybe something slightly more manly is walking around a DIY store with a tape measure, kind of slightly pulled out, because it just kind of lets people know, like, you're there to measure. You know what you're doing. You've got a tape measure. You're looking for something specific. You're not there to mess around. You've got a tape measure. So I think that's pretty manly. A tape measure in a DIY store. In fact, when I go to a DIY store and I have no intention of doing anything needing a tape measure, I still make sure I've got a tape measure. Oh, look at that. No way. Did I cut that and it perfectly balanced after I cut it? I did, look. And now you can even put it back. Whee. So yeah, I'm just kind of going to town on this tree. There's not really any logic to what I'm cutting and where, but it's kind of fun. I'm glad there's not virtual health and safety. I am interested to know what we can do with wood. I looked at some of the production chains really early on in like the first hour or so of playing. And there was things like a sawmill. I remember seeing a sawmill. I remember seeing something about making a desk or something like that. So there's obviously ways of creating things using this wood. My goodness, this is really hard to see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of walking, hoping that I'm not going to fall off this tree. Oh, there you go. Maybe I'm being too precise. Maybe I should just go to town on it. I'll do one more cut, then I'll look at some contracts. Ah! Can I pick that up? No. Okay, I think you've probably seen enough of me cutting up a tree. So what I'll do is I'll do some time lapse and I'll put some music on for you, so it's a bit more interesting. And then what I'll do is I'll come back if there's any good contracts to do. If there's not any good contracts, I'll just carry on chopping this tree, I guess. So I'll catch you in a bit. So I've hit my first snag. I cut a tree down and it appears to have fallen over the fence, over the hedge, which is outside of my land. And now the game is telling me that I can't cut this tree because it's outside of my perimeter, presumably. Because I do know that you can't cut trees that you don't own. So now I've got a bit of a quandary because I can't cut it to make it smaller. And I can't pick it up because it's too heavy. So, the only idea I can think of is that I'm going to ram it with my little truck and try and ram it back onto my property. I mean, if I'd have thought ahead, I probably should have cut it the other way so it cuts and falls into my land rather than the other way. But you don't know what you don't know, right? So I didn't know it was going to do that. So let me just do what any real man does in this situation, and that's hit it really hard and hope for the best. So that's basically what I'm about to do. All right, so if I just line up. Okay, so what I'm hoping is I'm going to drive full pelt into this and I'm going to wallop that tree and it's going to go back into our land so I can cut it, because right now I can't cut it. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Does that work? Look at that. Okay, that kind of worked. I don't know if I can cut it or not still. Let's try it again. Next one. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I tell you what. I'm in the wrong game. I should be in demolition. try this bit here to make sure it's all in. Go. Okay, I don't actually intend to drive the entire truck through, but... Oh no, I'm stuck. Okay, now my truck is stuck. Can I cut it? What I want to do? Yay, I can cut it again. Okay, so hopefully I can free my little buggy. Okay, buddy, you can get out now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it. Come on. Look, he's like literally wheels either side. Can I pull it out? Come on, muscles. Oh my God, I pulled the entire truck. That was something like some sort of Harry Potter spell. Okay, well now my truck is broken. Okay, I'll do some clever truck driving now. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. My truck is in the tree. Yes. Okay, nailed it. I made that look easy. Okay, hopefully... where's the best place for all this wood? Maybe just like here, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, let alone the best place for it. I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Okay, I shall carry on. Goodbye.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great. I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. Praying that this night's gonna last. You got it all on tap. I'm loving your vibe, always have your back. We like all the same tracks. Listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast. Don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great. I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall.
I just had a terribly evil idea. I've been running around struggling to see anything. Then I suddenly remembered in the construction menu, you can paint the ground with different textures. And so as I was thinking, I was like, oh, I wonder if I can paint the ground and it would remove all of this shrubbery. And lo and behold, much to my kind of disgrace, it turns out that you can. And so now I'm hoping that if I paint most of this, I need to be able to turn it around. I don't know why I can't. And I'm going to be able to try and be able to see what I'm cutting, which is going to be very much a lot easier because I have been really struggling. So I'm just going to go to town and just... I mean, crikey, don't tell Greenpeace because they'll go nuts, but this is going to make my life a lot easier. And I promise I will grow something or put something back. And I also noticed when I have my chainsaw out, I went into construction mode and I noticed my guy is, how do I make that smaller? Is in full on protective gear. Look at that. How cool is that? He like changed his entire outfit to go and use a chainsaw, which apparently he's managing to wield without actually touching, with the power of, I don't know, maybe he's a Jedi or something. But that's really cool. I'm happy with that. So now I can paint the ground and just kind of hide the stuff I can't see. So that should make my life very much easier. And I mean, I feel like I'm destroying nature. Well, I mean, I am, but I think I'll put it back in some way. This is just going to be like concreted and made into an industrial area anyway, so I mean, I don't think it will matter, but hey ho, okay, I'll carry on. I had the other realization also as well, which is now really quite obvious now I think about it, is that it's getting dark and I'm not entirely sure I'm going to be able to do much lumberjacking in the dark. So I'll carry on a little bit. Oh my goodness, look how much easier this is. I can actually see what I'm doing now. Oh, beautiful. And I haven't destroyed it from the outside. Look, you'll never know. You'll never know that I just destroyed all this land. So lumberjacking in the dark doesn't scream health and safety, does it? So I probably won't be able to do it when it's pitch black, but I'll carry on until I can't. And then, I'll get back to you. Oh my God, I also realized that I can hold down the right mouse button and just hurl it off into the distance. Look, Hulk style. That was very exciting playing with that. So yeah, okay, I shall carry on, and then I'll speak to you in a bit. I think I just screwed up. You know, I spent a good second thinking about the angles, and I was convinced that by cutting the tree that way, it would fall that direction, which in my expert lumberjack opinion made sense. But it turns out that it falls the exact opposite way to the angle that you cut it, or at least in this case it did. I don't know why. And so now we have a similar problem as we had before, is that the tree fell out of my field, and so therefore I'm sure I can't cut it. Yeah. But making it even worse, it's now blocking... Oh, in fact, I can cut it a little bit. It's now blocking the entire blooming road. In fact, I think I should be able to get past. So we may be okay. I'm just trying to trim the little edges off. So that happened. We also had another little problem with Courseplay. And I blame Courseplay, but it's entirely my fault. So this guy on fertilizing field 34, he ran out of fertilizer. So I sent him back to get some more. And then when I came back, for some reason, I turned the AI worker on rather than Courseplay. And so he came back and started over, but he's literally started from scratch again. And so then I realized what I did. So I turned the AI worker off and turned the Courseplay worker on, but he didn't seem to remember where he got to from before. So now I'm fertilizing this entire field again. He also doesn't seem to be using the full width of the fertilizer, which is increasingly annoying because now this fertilizer can spray like, I don't know, 30 meters or something, and he's only doing 15. So not only has he decided to do it all over again, he's doing it at like 10% of the efficiency that he could be doing it. So that's all pretty annoying. I found another cultivating contract, which I just picked up, just because why not? We're wasting our time anyway. It's now looking like an episode of Blair Witch out here, and it's freaking me out. So I don't think I can do any more lumberjacking. I think I've cleared the road enough that traffic can get through. Well, there's not much I can do about it anyway if they can't, because I can't cut it. So hopefully they'll be able to get through this gap. Yeah, that should be okay. So I'll sort that out in the morning. I did clear quite a lot of it. I ended up just dumping it over this side of the fence because I figured if it's this side of the fence, I'll be able to get a truck up or some digger or something. I don't know how I'm going to pick it all up. But I figured it's going to be easier just to get it all over here to then sort it later. So I'll do that. And then I'm still having this ongoing fight with this blooming ploughman. I mean, Jiminy crickets, how long does it take to plough a field? I think next time I will certainly use Courseplay. This guy is still ploughing this field. And quite frankly, we're running out of time. We've only got, 7 hours left in the day. So I'm getting a bit worried, and I think I might have to take over this plough manually and go and figure out what part of the field he hasn't ploughed yet. I wonder if I can look at the map to see that. There is a way of seeing it somewhere, isn't there? Bear with me while I randomly click around. I can see stones, but that's not very useful. Let's turn stones off. What field am I looking at? Yeah, 37 I'm looking at. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I can see some sort of lines. Is it cultivated? So does he just need to do the racetrack around the outside? I mean, if that's the case... Oh, ploughed. Silly Dunley. Okay, so I just need to whip round the outside and do... Oh, my God. I wonder if I can... Hang on. I'm having an epiphany. What's my epiphany? My epiphany is to set up a course on here to do 2 headlands, start work on the headlands, do round corners, deactivate that, and then generate the course. So now, hopefully, hang on, it's just thinking about the map, I think. Hello, computer. There we go. Okay, I'm going to give it another, 4 headlands. Because all I need to do is just whip round the outside. I mean, it's just a computer-controlled field, so I presume it doesn't really matter the quality of my work, because at the end of the day, it's just going to rewrite it or something. Right, this is it. So I'm going to just do this. Start that. Okay, buddy, forget everything that you were doing and just do the headlands. If that works, then this could be quite good. If this does work, I'm also going to see if I can do that on 34, where the herbicide man is messed up. Oh, we could have cracked it, people. Come on, where are you off to? All you got to do is just drive around in a circle. You don't have to stop. It's going to be super quick. Don't have to worry about these little lands in the middle. Just drive around. Once your plow goes in, you don't even need to take it up. Come on. Why didn't I just do this earlier? What a lunatic. Oh, guys, I think we've cracked it. Okay. That's going to start speeding up now. Okay, can we do the same with this fella? All right, let's just stop that. Okay, how big a width can this guy do? How do I change the width? Fertilizer spreader, change work width, Control Z. Oh, now we're talking, right? Now I need to look at the map to see what's fertilized. I just have to click through them to see what it does. Harvested foliage. Okay, that's no good on any of them ones. Aha, there we go. Right, so he just needs to go to his left, which is up there. You know what? I think I'm just going to blast around on this. Okay, I'm just going to do this bit manually. I wish I could see on the map what I just put up. Okay, this looks like the right sort of area. That just ticked up from 74 to 75, so this looks like, there you go, 76. Okay, so I'll just do this bit manually. Oh, look, there's the other plough guy on the other field finally doing some work. So I'm just keen to try and get all these contracts done before the end of the day, because otherwise, if I roll over the day, I'm going to lose out on all that money. And I don't want that to happen, because it literally would have wasted all this time doing these fields for no reason. So yeah, so it's worth getting these done, I think. And I don't want to waste all this fertilizer with this stupid AI doing it in the wrong place. So if I do this field manually, then I'll send him off to the next field and set up Courseplay properly, hopefully. Can I just load the map while he's going? No, I can't. 82% already. Okay, this should be nice and quick. Why can't I load the map? Oh, well. It's a learning experience. We're getting there. I don't like having to manually control these vehicles, though. There's a severe danger of getting my hands dirty. I wonder if, when I change the month, if these harvesting contracts are going to finish. At some point, presumably, I mean, it's November next month, so presumably there comes a time where you can't harvest anymore. And I'd have thought, with my newbie knowledge, that you don't do much harvesting in winter, in kind of November, December. So perhaps once all those contracts, once the month turns over, all those contracts will disappear, and I'll get new ones, which isn't harvesting. And then that'll give me a good few months then to learn how to do the whole Courseplay thing before the harvesting contracts then come back, I guess. And then I can take them and make loads of money and actually know what I'm doing, which would always be a good thing. Yeah, this is 42-meter width, look, and this Courseplay was going up and down at 15. Driving me nuts. Okay, I might need to check the map to see where we haven't been yet. Okay, for some reason my keybind for map isn't working. Okay, I need to do across the top of the land behind me, and then we're pretty much done. How do I change the width? What was it? Control Z. Yeah. We're going to have to work away on automating all of this. I guess, I mean, do we just have like custom Courseplay maps for everything? I guess that's probably the way of doing it. Where do I need to go? 20 or 6? Which is closest? 6 is way up there and 20 is way up there. Oh, neither of them really. 20 probably. Let's get you going up to 20, little buddy. Okay, he's on the way. He's cultivating. He's just chilling. This guy's ploughing and actually ploughing now. Still going up so slowly. Oh my goodness. I wonder if it's just because it's such a big field. I mean, it's probably one of the biggest fields on the map, so it would make sense that it would take time. I wonder if when you do it properly, you'd have like multiple vehicles doing this. Because this seems to have taken a very long time. I wonder how the Courseplay generated the map for this one. Oh, you can't see it. I thought you could. I can kind of see it there. I wonder how Courseplay would handle the islands in the middle. I guess a bit different to how this one... Oh, there you go. Oh, look, yeah, it just did one circle around it and then stopped every time. Whereas the other AI worker was doing like a line there and a line there and a line there and a line there. It was like cutting the corners every time, and it was taking, well, it took literally all day. So I guess Courseplay maybe is better for more complicated things, perhaps. Even this guy's taken a while as well. This farming stuff, crikey, it takes a long time. Might have to get a bit more of this tree down. I'm going to go and try and ram my tree. You know, the old tactic I used last time. Let's see if we can do it again. This one's a much bigger tree though, so I'm not sure it will work. I might have to get the big guns out and use the tractor when it's finished herbiciding, fertilizing, sorry. Okay, so I want to kind of drive at it from this direction, don't I? Need some lights on. Oh. These lights are not very good. Are they on? Yeah. Okay, ready, go. My God, I'm going to stab myself in the head with a tree. Not that way, not that way. No, that didn't work. I need to cut across from here. Ready, ready. Oh, watch out for the boat. Go. Okay, I might need to get the old tractor and the pallet forklift thing and lift it back over. That's okay. That's tomorrow's problem. So if you need to cut a tree down, then how do you cut it to make sure it goes a certain way? Right, I need to park him up. The fertilizer guy is on his way to 20 still. Is he? Where is he? Oh, he's almost there. He's still cultivating. He's still ploughing. 82% now. Look, we've cracked it. That's going to be done soon. Field 20. Right, let's concentrate. So we want to increase this to maximum. So we don't want to faff around for too long on this field. We want to plot a course. We want that. Do we want 2 headlands? I don't really know. Let's just do 1. Let's just see what that looks like. I mean, does that look okay? Yeah, sure. I don't know. Let's go. Would you believe the world's longest ploughing job has finally finished? Oh my goodness. I reckon we've been doing this ploughing job for about 3 or 4 episodes. It has taken so long. It's absolutely ridiculous. But it's finally done. Thank goodness. Holy smokes. I'm just going to get him going to the next field because I'm adamant that we're going to get this done because I want to get all these contracts finished for the day. I'm just going to get him going. Is this plough ready to travel? I don't really know. Is he going to finish it off? That plough doesn't look like it's actually like set up for traveling. Do I need to rotate it? Oh, that looks better. Yeah, that looks a bit more like travel mode. Oh no, hang on, it's still going. No, it's gone the other way. Okay, I don't really know how to fold this away. Lower, follow, open, close. Fold plow, X. There we go. Yeah, I'm adamant I will finish all these contracts because it's become a matter of personal pride now. I mean, Christ, even my 7-year-old son is asking me how Field 37 ploughing is coming along. It's ridiculous. I exaggerate, obviously. He didn't ask that because that would be totally sad, but you get my point. So we've finally done that. I'll talk about him in a second. We've got a couple more contracts finished. I'll just hand in while I'm here. Not that one, because that will be really sad, because I can't do that one. That one's definitely done, so that's £4,000. Fertilising is all done. I had a little bit of a nightmare with that fertilising, which I'll come on to in a second. Does that look right? I feel like I want another headland. I don't know why I feel like I want a headland. Sharpen, deactivate. It just seems a bit more kind of speedy. Let's just go with that. Hopefully this isn't going to take 4,000 years like the last one. It's a tiny field. Look, it can't take that long, surely. I also did a bit more wood chopping. I got another big tree down. I made good progress. Thankfully, it's a nice light evening, so it was darker early on in the day, and then it brightened up again. So I managed to carry on and get some more done, which has been good. Tell you what I should do. I should get my tractor and try and get that tree out of the road. Perhaps I'll go and do that. That's a good job to do. I left him here because I was adamant to try and figure out this herbicide malarkey, but I'll throw the towel in on that and I'll go and try and salvage this tree I've left stranded across the road. Excuse me. Yeah, so let's think about this herbicide. So I need a tank or a... We tried a silo, didn't we? Did we try a silo for the herbicide or just for the fertilizer? Maybe we just tried a silo for the fertilizer. Maybe a silo will do it. Maybe a silo you can load and unload. Tell you what, let's put this guy on automatic to water. And then we can go and back to our field and look at the silos again. Where is it? Shed, silos, construct containers. So we want something that can hold fertilizer. No, that's not what I want, is it? Do I want fertilizer? No, I want herbicide. Oh my god, I keep forgetting what I'm doing. That can be filled with fertilizer. So that didn't work though, did it? So you could only buy the fertilizer from there. And so that was no good, because then when we have spare fertilizer, we can't put it back in it. Am I overthinking this? I feel as though I might be overthinking this. A tank used for unfarmed fuel storage. Okay, I don't want fuel. Water, fuel. Okay, that's not screaming at me that it's the right sort of thing. Crops. Manure, crops, bales, crops, hay and straw, manure, crops. Oh my god, this is all just crops. Yeah, I don't really know. Interesting. Perhaps I'll go and nerd out and watch a YouTube video about it or something, if I can find one. There's certainly nothing else that shouts out. Alright, let's go move this tree. I need some light. Okay, so I need to try and get under it and then shift it upwards and back over the fence. This is not going to be go on. Oh, that was a good start. Oh no, it's not. I'm falling back. Okay, let me just try and get another edge. So yeah, I need to get it back on my land because I can't cut it right now, which is obviously not ideal. I need to go the other way. Up, and forward. Come on, baby. Tip forward. Oh god, I'm going to destroy this lovely hedge as well. Okay, has that done the trick? We just pop out quickly. Can I cut it now? Yeah. Okay, but I need to cut it so it falls into my land. Can I cut it this one? That might get it off the floor a little bit. Okay, that did precisely nothing. Herbicide. What do I do about the herbicide? I'm going to wake up at like 3 a.m. in the morning and be like, aha! That's what I can do with the herbicide. I hope I don't. Oops, on my head, son. On your head. Okay, well this seems to be okay now, so you don't need to sit and watch me cut wood, because it's about as entertaining as watching a kettle boil. So I'll do that another time. Let's get this guy back somewhere logical. Oh, God blimey, I'm going to stab my pallet fork into the ground. Alright, let's get him back to equipment. How's the plower getting on? 20%. Okay, this is nice and fast now. We've cracked this, I think. So I guess headlands are the key, and not worrying about trying to get every single bit of the ground ploughed. So I need to store herbicide, and herbicide is a liquid, isn't it? Yeah, herbicide's a liquid. So I need a way of storing a liquid which just happens to be a herbicide. And we have barrels. We have this. This is the best looking one, but I just don't know if it can load and unload. I'm pretty confident it will load, but I just don't know if you'll be able to unload from this into a sprayer. I don't know why I'm nervous about that, but I just don't know. Should I just lease it real quick? Should I lease that and a sprayer to see if I can load up a quick sprayer? I think that's the play. Hang on. How much is that to lease? Lease. Okay, 1,500 to lease that. I'm going to do it just to do a test. So that, and where's me pot? There it is. And lease this. Okay, so it's going to cost me £3,000 to test it, which isn't going to break the bank, let's be fair. He's just arriving, so that's good timing. I'll just take control of him quickly. Okay, so the plan is that I pick up this fertilizer into this tank. All right, now I'm going to drive over to this liquid fertilizer herbicide, and I'm going to get a refill option. I am. Okay, good so far, good so far. Okay, one down. If this works, we're going to save a lot of money on herbicide. It's looking good so far. Now the next test is I'm going to go pick up that sprayer and see if I can reload or load the sprayer from this filled tank. Come on, this is the test. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Turn on. I haven't got a bloody load option, have I? Refill! Yes! Okay, stop refilling, because I don't own it. Okay, now can I start overloading? Guys, we've cracked it. Let me just make sure that worked. So in there was 5,400 litres. I'm going to take some out. So now there shouldn't be 5,400 litres, obviously. No, now there's 5,054. Now I'm going to put it back in. And it should be 5,400 again. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah! Okay, team, we've cracked it. Right. I know it costs 3,000, but I think that was worth doing. How do I get rid of these vehicles here? Not that. Okay, I need to return that. Thank you. That was the best deal that bloody rental company just got. Literally borrowed it for like 20 seconds. Now we can go into the shop and I'm going to buy this tank for 25k. Ah, oh, yes. I wish I could spell my name. I can't even spell like Dunley. That'll do. I'm so happy that we've cracked that. It looks like Dudley. Oh well. That'll do. Buy. Okay, all that lovely money I just made in the contracts. Easy come, easy go. Oh, bollocks. I just lost all that bloody herbicide that I just bloody bought. God damn it. Oh, God. Okay. I'm just going to buy a little bit. Okay, now I have my own spraying equipment. No, I have my own herbicide that I could just keep filling up and replacing. I feel like this is one of those things where people watching are going to be like, you're an absolute idiot. Just put this silo down, or just put this building down, or just do this and it will work. But sadly, you don't know what you don't know. So you've got to just make stuff up and figure it out and do the best you can. Now he can drive down to the herbicide spot and we'll figure out where to park that in a second. Okay, it is getting a bit too dark for wood chopping now, I think. Can you have a flashlight? Oh, you can have a flashlight and a chainsaw out. That's quite handy. You do walk very slow when you've got your chainsaw out. Which I guess does make sense. You don't want to be running around when you've got a chainsaw in your hand, do you? Yeah, I'm a little bit sad that there's no wood contracts on this map. I was looking forward to figuring that out. So I think we're just going to have to do our own wood stuff. I mean, from what I saw on Reddit, it was a wood contract to go and pick up some wood and deliver it somewhere, which I'm going to be doing a lot of anyway, presumably. And then the other contract was to run around and cut down some trees, which I'm doing a lot of anyway. So I don't think I'm going to miss out too much. I'm just going to have to make sure I do some lumberjacking to experience it myself. I'm really not very good at cutting these trees in a way that I can pick them up. Where's my man? Okay, he is there. Right. Yeah, this got stuck earlier. I need to figure out somewhere to move this trailer to. Excuse me. I'm bigger than you. I win. Imagine if you could damage buildings. My goodness, that would be terrible. I just need to pull this guy forward a little bit, I think. I don't want to go too far forward because then I'll tell you what, I've got a plan. I'll dump him over this side. I'm kind of outgrowing my my lovely lay-by. I watched a video this morning about setting up the AutoDrive to like have vehicles like automatically park themselves and really fancy harvesting operations with I'm so bad at reversing harvesting operations, working with kind of Courseplay and things like that. I mean, it was super nerdy, but it was really quite good fun. I'm looking forward to geeking out. Oh my god, why can I not reverse? Yeah, I'm looking forward to geeking it out and getting it all running. Why is this guy going nuts? Just go in a straight line, buddy. It's not difficult. Okay. Turns out that I'm not very good at reversing. So, if in doubt, don't reverse. Oh, smashed my greenhouse. I don't know why I'm obsessing, because I need to be able to pick that up anyway to move it around. I also had a little accident. I don't know if you saw the last episode, but I didn't really know how to empty the fertilizer, and it turns out that the button I pushed doesn't indeed put it back in boxes. It just dumps it on the floor, which was not ideal. Oh my god, what's this guy doing? Come on, I've got stuff to do. I can't be sitting all night watching you do this. Does that mean that I need another headland, do you think? Can I just do some more headlands? Is it going to remember where it got to? Oh my god, I hope this isn't a repeat of the last ploughing escapades. Please remember where you've been already, buddy. Don't go back to the start. Dee 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 dee. Oh my god, he's gone back to the start. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll leave that episode there. I think that was pretty kind of successful. We wanted to get another trailer for the herbicide, and we've managed to do that, albeit right at the end. We figured out a bit of wood chopping, and we had a good clear up of our field. We did make some good amount of money, but then we spent it all again, which is the story of my wife's life. How much have we got? So we've got about 40k ready to go. So we'll have about 52k at the end of it. So we made a little bit more. I mean, that's not the end of the world, and we've got a new trailer. We still need to smash out all of these contracts. So the next session, I'm just going to have like a contract-heavy couple of hours and just try and make as much money as I can. And I'll continue clearing this field area. And then hopefully I'll do a whole day of contracts, and all of this field will be cleared, and then I can figure out what to do with all of this wood, and I'll have loads of money, so we can perhaps buy another field or start another little enterprise or something like that. So it's getting good now, and I'm excited. So stick around, and I shall catch you all later. Bye-bye for now.